This is PDX Property Talk, where you can listen in to a top Portland Metro real estate team. Find out how our buyers and sellers are thriving in today's market.
Hey, welcome back everyone to our PDX Property Talks. I'm Daphne, and I wanted to just share with you a little bit of information that we have as far as when listing your home. We're not going to go through every step, but we are going to give you a little bit of information about what the property group does to ensure that you have the best experience in selling your home. So I'm going to go ahead and pass it along to Jesse to begin with.
And I'm going to discuss a little bit about the importance of a listing consultation and a listing appointment. First, the difference. The listing consultation is something that's done with one of us before we go on the market. So before you're ready to put your home on the market. And sometimes that happens, a few weeks before. Ideally, it's a year, 2 years, or sometimes in some cases, even we've met with people 5 years before they're ready to put their home on the market. Now you might think, well, why do I need to do that? Why should I do that? A listing consultation is set up for information, to give you information, to equip you with the best tools possible to maximize what you can get for your home when you are ready. A listing appointment is when we're signing paperwork and we're lining out what it's going, our time frame for putting your home on the market. So we're going to talk about a little bit of both today, but the importance of doing that listing consultation way before is crucial. So if you're considering putting your home on the market, like I said, within the next year to even 5 years in some cases, we encourage you to reach out to us. We'll do a listing consultation. We'll go through your home, give you some tips and pointers on what to do to get your home ready to maximize your value. So a lot of times what we do is we have sellers that call us and they say, hey, Daphne, Jane, Rachel, Jesse, we'd like you to get put our home on the market, and we've fixed it up. Well, we show up and this has happened time after time where the repairs are super nice. However, they didn't necessarily need to do some of those repairs, and they've over improved their home when they didn't need to. So what we'll do is we'll meet away in advance, and we'll provide the tools, the resources, and even contractors. We've worked with many contractors over the years that provide great value, and we'll sit down and say, these are the things that you need to do to maximize your value by the time you are ready to sell your home.
That's awesome, Jesse. I've had people tell me that, we don't want to waste your time. We're thinking about doing it, but, we just don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. So, like you were saying, 1, 2, 3, 4 years, it's okay to contact us, right?
Absolutely. And, it's definitely not wasting our time. We do this as our career. It's our passion, each one of us. And we'd like to be a resource for you throughout your home ownership process. So if there's something that you need, call us, text us, email, and we'll be a resource. We'll give you some contacts and help you. It's not a waste of our time. It's actually part of that process, we believe, in order to get you the highest price. Start sometimes years in advance.
Mm-hmm. And so then with that, I would say the other thing that we would really like to emphasize is, what should you be doing when you are going to get your home put on the market? First thing is staging. We hear that word a lot. And what exactly does staging mean? It's a couple of things. First and foremost, you want to make sure that your home is clean and completely decluttered. And staging is something that you can do to improve your chances of selling your home. So I've got a couple of stats that I love to share, and just keep in mind, you don't necessarily need to have furniture brought into your home. We're able to assist you in staging your own furniture, decluttering, helping you figure out what needs to stay and what doesn't. And if we need to, we can even add pieces to it. As far as just staging your home, here's a couple of things I find really interesting is, they say that a stage home will sell 10 to 30% faster. It also increases value to your home. Stage homes on average get 5 to 10%, a little bit more. You definitely want to keep it neutral when you're doing staging. We all have our own individual tastes. So you want the buyers to come in and really be able to picture what it is that, they would do and envision themselves in that home. And again, I can't emphasize enough on how a clean, empty room is ideal, but if you put a little bit of furniture in it, it actually makes your home look a little bit bigger. So staging and really chatting with us, and we can help you increase value and get it done a little bit quicker. I'd like to pass it on to Jane.
So I'm going to talk about how we price your home to sell. And one of the first things that we'll do is look at what's sold around you. So an appraiser would do the same thing. So about in a mile radius of your house, what's sold in the last year or sooner. And that would be what we would use to price your home. We're going to compare like homes. So if your home is a single level home, we're going to look at other single level homes that have sold near you. And of course, look at, who your competition is. Maybe you won't have any competition. That's great. So those are the things that we look at when we prepare to price your home.
Jane, I have a question. I hear this a lot from sellers talking about motivation or how quick you want to sell, or if, some sellers say, well, I have time to kind of wait. Mm-hmm. How do you kind of navigate through that when pricing?
Right. So right now, this time of year, we have a lot of families who are out looking for homes. So if you're a seller right now, you're going to want to get your house on the market really before August, because at that time, families are settling in for the school year. I have a client right now who is selling a parent's home who passed away, and they're not wanting to deal with having to make many updates or repairs. So we're going to price that one as is, and that changes our pricing strategy quite a bit. So definitely talking about your individual goals for selling will change our pricing strategy.
Rachel, what would you like to talk to us a little bit about?
Yeah, so once you've had the consultation and listing appointment, got your house staged, priced right, ready to go on the market, really the next big push is the marketing of your home. And because 96% of houses are found online, we have a really heavy presence online due to that. And so, of course, we put a sign in your yard, but the next biggest thing that's most important is getting it on the RMLS, which is the hub of where all listings are held. And once it's up there, it syndicates out to over 200 real estate websites, almost all the real estate websites that are very popular online. And we also have a heavy presence on social media throughout our team. And the first push we do as well is close into our office. So there's over 250 agents in our office, and we email out the new listing or upcoming listing to our office and get that chatter going and answer some questions and get that in front of a lot of agents in a short amount of time. And we also post it on a networking group on Facebook called PDX Haves and Wants. And that has over 2,000 local realtors on it that are not just from our company. So it's really getting that listing pushed out in front of a lot of agents who have buyers out there looking to purchase. And we also do some paid target marketing through Facebook. So there's lots of cool algorithms with that, and that paid target marketing can really pinpoint buyers that may be interested or sellers that are also interested. Although there's a lot of other things, we do flyers as well at the property, and our team uses that on our team's personal page that we post. And then each of our team members like to share that and get it out to our own databases. Just really push out as much information we can on the listing to get it in front of as many people as we can so that we can get it sold.
Rachel, I had a question. I had a client actually ask me, do I have to have an open house? What would you say to that?
You don't have to have one. We recommend them, and due to COVID, there's a lot of other guidelines we talk about, but we recommend them. Typically, that's where you can get, in the traditional sense, you can get a lot of buyers through your house in a short amount of time. We like to list on a Thursday and have open houses on Saturday and Sunday. And hopefully, if priced right and marketing went well, we have offers to review on Monday. And that's in the market that we're seeing right now. It can change, but we do find that open houses tend to get a lot of activity through the home, for sure.
That's awesome.
One thing that each of us do really, really well is understanding the uniqueness of your property. And for an example, Rachel's sitting in a property that back to this beautiful green space. Same with Daphne. Like, it's so important to really understand what's important and what's going to draw that buyer in, and to be able to tell the story in marketing is so important. And that's why we believe that every home is unique and needs to be handled in its own unique way. And so what we'll do is we'll look to see what is unique. We'll tailor to the marketing to that. And sometimes we're doing drone videos, footage, photos, different things so that we can really relate to that right buyer, and think outside of the box instead of just putting your home on the MLS and just going through the basics. We're thinking outside of the box on a regular basis for you as the seller.
Mm-hmm. And we're considering how you feel about it in the process as well. You know, we want to make sure that you are happy throughout the entire sales process. And it can be, you know, when you're kind of in limbo, packed up and kind of living out of boxes, it can be a little frustrating. So we definitely want to make sure that we're listening to you and we're making this process as pleasant for you as possible as well. Hey, I'd love to take a few minutes, though, and tell you guys a little bit about some of the homes that you're seeing behind us. Starting with mine, this is a gorgeous home. It's a daylight ranch out in Beaverton. And if you notice, see if I can give you a clear view of the ceiling, that the woodwork is absolutely wonderful, and it does back up to gorgeous, it's just under an acre of a wooded area. The buyers absolutely love the amount of detail that was put into this home, and the location, great location out here in Beaverton. Jane, what about yours?
Okay, so this house right here is a house that some of my clients purchased recently. It is a new construction home out right off of 26 Jackson School Road area, and they're actually putting in a new elementary school in this community. Most of these houses are in the 500 range, but it's a gorgeous planned community with a central park location. Beautiful. What you can't see is off to the side here, gorgeous country fields, and a great builder on this one. So large family homes here behind me. Mm-hmm.
Very cool. Jesse, what do you got going on behind you?
So this property is incredible. We just went on the market with it. It's a development property, so we're looking for development buyers. So we obviously work on homes, but we do all types of different real estate. And so if you've got, you know, even a piece of land or commercial real estate, anything that you think real estate, think of us. This particular property, as you can see, let's see if I can point the right direction. Well, anyways, that building that is right there is the Aloha Intel campus. And you can see it through these trees here. It is a large parcel, and you can put up to 4 homes on it. And obviously a stellar location. And there's a beautiful historic home next to it. So it's in a great spot. And it's listed at $340,000. So 4 homes is like $85,000 a lot if you were to divide it up. Of course, there's costs associated with that, which we can talk about, but it's incredible. And so we just went on the market. Very exciting to find that right buyer looking for development property.
Awesome. So Rachel, talk about beautiful staging. Tell us about yours.
Exactly. This beauty, literally, we didn't even have to have a stager come through. The seller does an incredible job and lives like this with three girls. They're amazing. So the buyer that purchased this one, we just sold earlier this month, closed on this one. It also backed to a green space, like a wetland in North Plains. It was built last year, so it felt like a brand new construction with stunning staging throughout. And the buyer really liked this one, not only for the green space, and the decor really helped sell it, but it's actually like multi-generational. It's a 4-bedroom with an office on the main or den with a closet though still. So you could have a family member live down there with a full bathroom and 2 full bathrooms upstairs. So there was a lot of options with this home, and with it being an end house back into the green space, preem lot for sure.
Very cool. Beautiful properties, guys. Well, great. I think this was fantastic. And I hope you guys feel like you got some good information from us today on listing your home. And thanks for having us for a little bit. And we'll talk to you soon.
Bye. Mahalo.
High five.